Welcome to Year 1, the offering from Jin Shin Jyutsu to help you be well wherever you are in the world. I'm very excited to have Susan Schwartz, our dear instructor, with us, speaking from the area of New York, right, Susan? Welcome.
Not quite. I am on the East Coast for
Oh,
those of you that are not from the United States or the East Coast. I'm really closer to Washington, D.C. I live in Baltimore, Maryland.
I
So,
see.
yes. But
Welcome here.
one day LA will come and visit me and he will really see where I live.
And I also hope that you come and visit my island here in Brazil, which, by the way, is a wonderful place.
Yes. I am sure that all of the people that are joining us today are living in wonderful places because what makes it wonderful is that you are alive and in one with this moment. And the truth is, it doesn't really matter wherever we are, because if we are in harmony with ourselves, we can be anywhere in the world and we can handle any situation that there is in front of us to handle. Jin Shin Jyutsu gives us the tools to handle these things, to be aware of ourselves, to now know ourselves, myself, me. I want to welcome all those who have come and joined us again, repeaters, and all those who are new to Jin Shin Jyutsu. It is a name that really threw me off when I first started to study because it didn't mean very much to me. And through the years, I realized what it is really about is about knowing who I am so that I can help myself. I went through the whole world thinking that other people should be helping me. And yet, it's about me. Because when I use my hands, I can take care of harmonizing energy inside my body. Also, harmonizing the energy that is in my head. The truth for me is that I spend a lot of time in my head. I don't know about all of you, but I do. And what is so helpful for me is bringing this awareness that's up in here about everything that's happening in the world back into the breath. The breath is what sources us. It gives us life. It's the first thing that happens in the birth of a child. And it's the last thing to leave when we leave this planet, this earth, this world. And we're really abundantly aware of the importance of breath because of this pandemic that is happening all around us. So today, I invite you to use one of the finger poses with me. If we have time, we'll do a few other things, but I invite you now to look at your middle finger. I'm going to be using my left middle finger, and I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to take my thumb, and I'm going to place it on the pad, the pad side of the middle finger, and I'm going to wrap the rest of my fingers around that middle finger, just gently. Jin Shin Jyutsu is loving touch. We have enough hardship in our lives. We don't need to create any more pain and suffering for ourselves. We want to be in harmony and peace with ourselves. Now, I chose this finger pose because it's a middle finger. And I was thinking so much about how I am sitting and breathing when I'm spending so much time on Zoom. I don't know if you are spending time on Zoom, but I spend a great deal of time. And I'm never quite sure, should I look at the camera up here or should I look at the picture here? It's very confusing to me. So what I need to do is let go of all of those thoughts and come back to my breath. By holding the palm side of my middle finger, I'm able to drop my shoulders. I'm able to center myself into this calm, which is about Jin Shin Jyutsu. It's about this main central energy that goes down the front of our body and goes up the back. By holding the palm side of my hand, I'm able to help this exhale that goes down the front of my body. Exhaling, letting go. So I invite you to close your eyes or keep them open, But start to be aware of your breath. Be aware of the exhalation. When we let go, we create the space for the building of our lives, for the connection to the divine, to the connection of the source. And what's so nice is to see what your breath is like when you begin this quietness, this centering. Is your exhale and your inhale in the same rhythmic pattern? Is one a little more stronger than the other? As we hold the palm side of the middle finger, we're allowing this energy to descend the front of our body, to descend from our heads all the way down to our toes. And it will open up our waistline, which is another middle, like our middle finger. It will open up our solar plexus. I love the word solar plex because it's about our solar system, the sun, which nourishes us. No matter what part of the world you're in, when the sun comes out, everybody starts to shine and smile. Our beloved Mary Burmeister, who gave us all this information from her teacher, Jiro Murai, always brought us back to remember the smile. As you exhale and hold your middle finger, feel where you are smiling. Feel where the light travels in your body. As we know, sunshine and the sun helps everything to grow, and it helps nourish us. And as we are smiling, connecting to our solar system, our solar plexus, and our main energy that travels in the body, we are nourishing every cell of our being. How many of us are aware of our cells, of our bodies? Most of us are aware of pain. Or disharmonies, or projects. So let's focus in this time together on the ease of the breath. The ease of letting go without any struggle, without any effort. This finger pose is very good to use anytime that you feel tired because it connects you to the breath and the exhale. I always have to empty out before I can receive anew. I have to finish my glass of water before I can put more water in to nourish myself. So relax your shoulders. My camera is a little high, so you can see me drop my hands into my lap. Thank you so much, Ale, but important is to be aware of your shoulders while you are holding your middle finger. Because our shoulders will indicate how relaxed we are. If we're holding any tension in our bodies. Before I began the study of Jin Shin Jyutsu, I never thought that my breath went from my head to my toes. I thought my breath just went into my lungs. But it is the breath of life that we're talking about now. The breath of life that sources us down the front, letting go. The breath we're breathing now is the breath of life. And we will never enjoy this breath again because then there's another breath that comes along. So we can let go of our thoughts while we're holding this middle finger palm. And in this awareness of oneness, we connect to the one universal breath of life that's sourcing each one of us this moment, and this moment, and this moment. While we're holding the left hand, it helps us let go of all of the past. It certainly will let go of all of those old thoughts that keep going over and over again in your mind. It'll help you digest them, let go of them. Watch how the calmness is coming over you. How as your ribs expand, they expand with ease with each breath. So this palm side of the middle finger will help and assist with our exhale. Now let's take our thumb and place it on the back of a middle finger. Okay, and then we can wrap the rest of our fingers around. So now our thumb is on the back of the middle finger. We're working with the left at the moment. As the palm help with the exhale, the back of the middle finger will help us with the inhale, which is going to come up the back, forming this incredible oval. So you can picture in your mind's eye this oval of light that is going around you, that expands out from your body, that centers you in this incredible oval of light. So you're in a sphere of light, the light of life. Bring your awareness to your inhale. So when you are holding the back of your middle finger, it will help the universal harmonizing energy ascend your back. The inhale that brings this light from your feet, your toes, up your legs, and up your spine to the top of your head. It helps you to be erect. It helps you to be in the center of your life. And therefore, it will help all of us to center ourselves in the calmness and peace and the serenity that we all search for, long for. When we get distracted in our world, when you become frustrated by having nothing to do, too much to do, not knowing what to do, this middle finger, the palm and the back of the middle finger, will help you let go of all of that worry, all of that anger, all of those frustrations that prevent you from being who you are and from really knowing who you are and being in touch with that. As you exhale and inhale, holding the back of your middle finger, now see if you can bring your awareness to the back of your ribs expanding. As we inhale and receive, this source of light cleans us as it nourishes us. There's no struggle with breathing. All we need is to be breath, be smile. No one needs to hold on to the old. Let us be in the present. Let's exhale out all the old so that we can receive the new. We can receive all the abundance we need without worry, without striving. It's our gift. It's the manna of life. I thought about the people traveling for 40 years in the desert with Moses. And during those 40 years, they didn't pack up all the food they needed for 40 years. And those of you who have ever traveled to the desert knows that there's not a lot of food that you can search for in the desert. There's not a lot of water. And yet, these people were promised, it's our promise that we all receive, that we will get all that we need. We will always have the manna that we need for our lives. It's our gift. It's the gift of life. We get distracted in the world. Holding this middle finger will help quiet the mind, will center us into who we are in each moment with each breath. Did you feel your rib cage expand, both now in the front and in the back, so that you could receive this breath? Now, let's take some moments and hold the palm side of our middle finger with our thumb. I just place my thumb of my left hand right on the palm of my middle finger, and then I just wrap my other fingers around. Yeah, hi. That's what the fingers all say. Hello. I'm going to hold this finger with love. I'm going to love myself. Right? I never was taught that growing up, that it was so important for me to love myself, to take care of myself. And then I had the tools. So what a gift we all have in these days together with the We Are One, learning the tools that remind us, that bring us back to the awareness of who we are. The right side of our body is about here and now, the present. It's where we get all of our dirt, dust, and greasy grime. Right? I can't believe that I just dusted my house yesterday. And I cannot tell you how much accumulation of dust there was. It was amazing to me. I couldn't believe it. And what was the thoughts in my head? If I dust every day, I have very little accumulation. And so therefore, by using these self-help practices that you are learning and experiencing together with the instructors that are doing the We Are One, we can keep our lives free of dust, without accumulation. Mary talked about dirt, dust, and greasy grime. Dirt and dust is so much easier. Well, when you get to greasy grime, you have to use more muscle to clean. So let's keep ourselves clean and in harmony and at one. Feel that right side of your body. Feel the lungs expanding on the right side. And how this helps our middle is the diaphragm that sits right below the lungs is what helps the lungs to expand and contract. So therefore, holding the middle finger will help our waistline. You know, during these times of the pandemic, many people are saying they either are sitting poorly at their computers and closing down their waistline, or they're eating a lot. And they're thinking about all the sweets in the world that will make them feel happier. This is what makes me feel happy. It reminds me of the oneness, of the connection. So let's just take a few minutes of quietness, connecting to the breath. And I'll be quiet so that you can feel and watch your exhale and inhale. Now, let's hold the back of the right middle finger with our thumb and wrap the other fingers around the middle finger. It's such power when we all do this together. It creates an incredible energy. And as we are connected all over the world, that gift of light will shine in that oval all around the earth. Holding the back of the middle finger, and the energy is rising from the feet. It will help anytime that your legs are tired. This middle finger connects us to earth and to the heavens. So we can have that light source all around us, all around the earth, providing us that sunshine that gives us nourishment and peace. Now, this wonderful peace that you're feeling, that's coming over you, that's really always been there all along. We just had all the clutter that took us away from the feeling and the awareness. I want you to know as we go off on our day, whether it's daytime, morning, or nighttime, wherever you are, that as you feel that you're losing that connection, that awareness to that connection, all you have to do is hold your finger and come back to that breath, and that quietness and that peace and calm will bring that into the heart center, into the solar plexus. It will relax your mind, and we will all have peace. Thank you for joining me today. May you continue to be safe and happy and smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, for such an awesome meditation. I'm sure that our friends really enjoyed it. And wow, I feel so light. I don't know about you.
Yes. So you know what I realize, it's really up to me, right? And so I will get the most out of it when I practice it. And so for those of you that maybe didn't feel as much as what Ali was sharing he felt, it's about a practice. And the more that we practice this awareness of bringing our attention, all right, into the breath, it's practice. So that's what these wonderful times we have together. And they can listen to replays, right?
Sure.
To help in that practice.
Exactly. All the We Are One videos are available on YouTube, so you can watch it as many times as you want, share with friends, family, and stay connected to yourself and to the breath.
And they can go to the Jin Shin Jyutsu website. I think you have that, and where they can get all of the self-help books, right?
Sure.
Which I have here, so that you can read them, or you can just listen to us.
Isn't that wonderful? This practice is in self-help book 3, right?
Yes, it's in Self-Help Book 3.
Wonderful. So thank you all for joining us today. And I wish you a wonderful day ahead of you, wherever you are. Take good care of yourself, and we'll be together again on Friday with Weird One.
And I'll see you soon. In person, hopefully. Stay healthy.
Hopefully.
Stay safe. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Ale.
Thank you, dear. Thank you all.